How would I describe my most recent internship experience? Yeah, so during the fall semester of my senior year at LAU Global, I was expected to conduct participant research while working with an internship, and I was able to work with Snag Magazine, which is an Indigenous-led magazine based in California, and they produce an annual magazine publication that features entirely content that is created by Indigenous peoples. As an intern for this organization, I was able to learn the Adobe suite, which was super exciting. I was able to use Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop to help lay out magazine pages with content that I helped gather by reaching out to Indigenous artists and experts in their fields to write articles. And I did this by reaching out through social media, through managers even. Yeah, so that was really awesome. Yeah, a little bit more about my education. I can definitely share that. So Long Island University Global is a really unique 4-year program that takes place almost entirely outside of the United States. So I've had the opportunity to live in Costa Rica for a year, in Europe for a year, 1 semester in Spain and 1 semester in Italy. I was able to study abroad in China for 1 semester before the onslaught of the coronavirus pandemic. I was supposed to go back to China, but instead I was moved to Australia for a couple months where I had some new experiences there before having to return to the US and then doing my my independent research semester in California. Throughout my experience with Global, I have been able to conduct participant research in Costa Rica while working with a group called Vecinos Activos. It's a positive journalism group, so with them I was able to shadow journalists in a community of Nicaraguan immigrants, and I was really able to see the impact of positive media as well as capture images for their pieces. And in Spain, I was able to work as a community outreach intern for an organization called Awesome Guadalajara, which is an organization that helps new immigrants and refugees settle into Spain. So what I was able to do is I was able to help put together community events, put together presentations that I presented to community groups in both English and Spanish. Yeah, so I was able to work with a really diverse team. I was able to work nearly entirely in Spanish. So that was an incredible experience to be able to gain work experience abroad. And then, yeah, my time in China, I was able to pick up a little bit of Mandarin. I'm definitely not fluent by any means, but I can say a few words here and there. And then my time in Australia, while short, gave me time to prepare to do my research in California. Yeah, my professional goals. I have a huge interest in international relations, but my time with Global has actually afforded me a lot of art-based experiences, and I've realized that I don't want to separate my passions, and I'd really love to combine them. So for your company, with my marketing experience, my international relations experience, and my general art experience, I think that I will be an asset to your marketing team as you work with international clients. So yeah, it is my goal to be able to work with international companies that allow me to travel and that allow me to create really interesting campaigns and maybe even do some grassroots projects that bring art to different communities. Dealing with challenges and conflict in the workplace. Yeah, I can describe a recent experience that I had with my boss at my most recent internship. The organization, Snag, that I worked with only consists of 2 co-directors and then myself and one other intern at the time. And I think being based on the West Coast, my boss was really laid back, and he had a much more lax management and leadership style that I was not used to. I'm very used to being very organized, having strict deadlines, and he was kind of more go with the flow. It'll happen when it happens, or if it happens. So this required a lot of adaptation, a lot of compromise, a lot of talking through things. And I think the two of us really were able to find a middle ground where there were some guidelines, some deadlines, and we both kind of merged our styles to be able to get things done, but not in like a high key type A way that I would typically do that. Thank you so much for having me. No, it's been great to talk to you, and I really look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.